All right. I think this is a recording. It sure is. All right. Welcome to Math 64. This is the summer class, and we're going to go through algebra. There's a whole bunch of you guys in this class, and hopefully this will make a productive semester for you, a successful semester with your goals in mind here. So let me real quick here introduce me. The introductory video, which you see right here, is probably, you've clicked on this already here. So we're going to introduce myself and then go through the syllabus itself here. So let's jam. Here it is. Each one of you guys have a bio over here. This is my little bio over here. So my profile, just a quick intro about myself. I look about like that still. But my name is Arkady Hangiev. Mr. Hangiev is fine. Mr. H is fine too. But I've taught at West Hills College for about 15 years. Actually, it's going on 16 years now. Also taught at the high school level and thoroughly enjoy the classroom here. Thoroughly enjoy the college and the students as well. So just a quick bit about myself here. I got my bachelor's degree from Fresno State University, and then I got a scholarship to go to get a master's degree from Fresno Pacific. So I figured I think I should do that. So went ahead and did that. So that's a little bio about me. And the photo, yeah, the photo real quick here. That's a surprise dinner my wife and my kids made for me as I walked through the door after work. So that's cool there. Anyways, if you would like, please put your bio here. One of the first assignments you guys will have for your discussion board is to introduce yourself to the rest of the class. So hopefully there'll be great little back and forth. I always read the discussion boards just to get to know you guys, and then as we go throughout the rest of the semester. So that is me. Let's jam to the class itself. So courses, and let's go through the syllabus in this video. I don't want to make these videos too long here. So all these little guys right here, if you click on the syllabus, let's jam through it. So this is the summer session. It is 6 weeks. It's going to start on today, which is June 7th. It's going to end on the 30th of July. So we have to, yep, we got to get through all of a combined algebra text or book in those 6 weeks. It goes about 3 times faster than normal semester. Office hours, generally faculty don't hold office hours during summer, but I will be answering emails if you have any. And if there's need for it, I'll set up an office hours. I don't mind doing that, especially if people ask for it and say they don't understand a certain concepts, then go for it. That's exactly what I want to do for here. So my office number, in case you need to leave me a message, it goes through my email anyways here. So a voice message right there. Go ahead and call me. Just tell me you're from the Math 64 summer class. That's fine. I do leave my cell phone number there just in case you need to reach me on an emergency basis. That's probably like the day of the midterm. I would imagine that's going to be an issue there, that something's going wrong. You need to contact me right away, or the final exam. That would be something like that. If you want to send an email, right there, there's my email address. Okay. What's up with this course? Math 64 covers both elementary, like Algebra 1 and Algebra 2 in one semester. It goes through it pretty quickly here. Course objectives, not going to go through those right now because that's all the stuff you're going to learn. So hopefully in this semester you learn all of that right there. The student learning outcomes, I should give you those. So this is 4 things. These are kind of like the basic and most fundamental things in the class right here. You should be able to graph lines. You should be able to factor trinomials. You should be able to solve rational equations and radical equations. So at the end of the semester, there will be an exam covering these. And as we get closer to the exam, I'll give you guys a study guide for it. All right, institutional student learning outcomes. Those are kind of like the overarching themes of classes at West Hills College. So if you took a speech class or English class, it would fall under this right here, communication competency. For us, analytical thinking, that's critical thinking, political science, history, as you're sort of dealing with facts. And ours right here, quantitative reasoning, mathematical and scientific reasoning. That's where this class falls underneath, all right? So, but any class that you've ever taken or will take or are presently taking at West Hills College is going to fall under these 7 categories. All right, on to the interesting things of the course itself, attendance. So first things first, on the first day of class, I need you to email me stating that you want to stay in the class. Please mention the fact that it's from Math 64. And then also, I need you to sign up for the xyzhomework.com site by Wednesday of this week. It is free for the first 14 days. So after 14 days, after 2 weeks, then you got to choose whether you're going to stay in the class or not. If you are going to stay in the class, it is about $45, I believe, to pay for the site itself. And again, you have kind of like a 2-week intro into the class itself. That's where you're going to put in all the work, all the midterm, final, your homework, anything that has to do with the textbook itself is going to be, or the content of the class is going to be right here. And there's another video about that as well. Okay, so there it is. In order for you to stay in the class, if I don't get an email from you, and if you don't sign up for the xyzhomework.com site by Wednesday, it is grounds to drop you as a no-show in the class. All right, it's kind of like the same thing as showing up physically for a face-to-face class. All right, then throughout the course, if you do not do the midterm exam, I will see who did, who didn't, and that will be grounds to drop you. Now, if you are planning to drop the class, please do so. Your academic record is really, in a sense, your responsibility to make sure you are keeping up with it here. So if you're planning to drop, please make sure you drop from the class if you don't longer wish to attend. Okay, how do we do this class? I've set up this class by YouTube. There's a YouTube videos for every single section of this class. You go through it, and it's almost like you're in a classroom because it's me recording. In fact, the summer school, when I did this face-to-face about 3 years ago. So it's the same exact class, just done 3 years ago inside the classroom itself. And so what I want you to do is go to YouTube. You're going to search for Math 4B. There's going to be like a little circle that comes up with a big O M inside it. And you're going to click on M64 lectures because you want to get to the playlist. Once you get to the playlist, they're going to be all in order for you. They're just great. And I'll have a separate video on that as well. You will have discussion boards, about 5 for the semester. They're worth 20 points apiece. And each one has instructions on how to do that. Normally they run throughout the week. The first one actually already started. It is just an intro about you for the class itself. Student Learning Outcome Exam, just talked about it earlier here. It is worth 100 points or 20% of your grade technically, because everything's going to be 20% of your grade. I will give you a study guide sheet as we get closer to that exam. Online homework, here it is. This is that xyzhomework.com site. We're going to get you all set up and we're going to do an overview of it. The only thing I want to mention to you is there's a chapter 0 there. Chapter 0 is really for your practice purposes. Use it if you want to see how to input grades or answers into it, or if you really do need a review of pre-algebra concepts. That's there. It goes pretty fast because by the end of this week, you should be done with chapter 1. So kind of just be mindful of that. All right, the midterm. Yes, there's a midterm. I believe it's the 7th of July or the 6th of July. Oh, it is right here. It's the 6th of July. Put it on there. It is a culminating exam of all the topics studied so far. And there's a study guide already set up. Or if not set up, will be set up soon for the midterm exam. It runs all day. You just need to take it sometime during the day. The final exam, since this class finishes on the 30th of July, there'll be a final exam on that day. Again, it runs all day. Just take the time to take it, and I will give you guys like a fact sheet about it, and I'll set up the study guide for it as well. All right, as far as contacting me, if you have a general question about the class itself, please email me. I like to answer questions, especially if you're stuck on something or if you don't know something. Getting synchronous help, again, if we needed to set up office hours, I would do so. And then if you're stuck on a homework question, right next to it, there's like this post this question to a forum. And if you do that, there's other students. Please check that as well and see if you can help out your fellow classmates. I do check those from time to time. Part of it is to see who's actually answering questions and see how you guys are doing. And if there's anything that's really, really stuck, I'll answer that one as well. All right, same thing, office hours, not held office hours, but I'll do so if need be. And the drop date for this class, if you feel like you're not going to be able to finish this class, the last day to drop is the 17th of July. After that, I do have to give you a grade. So how does the grading system work? There it is, everything set up by 20%. So online homework, the midterm, the discussion post, the SLO exam, and the final exam is all, each of them are worth 120% each. All right, grade scale, the usual that you've seen in other classes here. The only caveat that I have is this, is on the midterm and the final, you should score an average of 70% on those exams. And so that is just a little way to curb cheating in the class here. So there's that. Also, conduct is the fact that if you are doing something forbidden by school regulations, I do have the right to drop you and give you an F in the class. At OSS College, we do have a lot of support services. If you just need to see if you can qualify or see if what other ones we do, we have them listed in the catalog. They're listed right here. CalWorks, Career Center, CARE, a lot of different support services. So if you think that you may qualify for something, please look at them. If you think you qualify for veteran services, please do so and look that up. All right, the one specific one I want to mention is the DSPS program, which is called Disabled Students Program and Services. So if you do have a learning disability, it is totally not fair for you to go through a class with that learning disability, not having some accommodations for it. So if you do, please contact, there's the phone number right here. They will set you up with an exam, and if they're true, you do have a learning disability, we'll do some accommodations. Only thing I ask, please do in the first 2 weeks of class. Makes no sense at the end of class you come with some learning accommodations for your class when it's already over. All right, and then my caveat right here is the instructor reserves the right to change part of the syllabus in order to accommodate extreme emergencies. All right, so that is the syllabus in the first video of the class. Hopefully that gives you at least some kind of understanding how the class is going to go, and if you want to stay in the class or not. But just one more mention here. On the first day of class, please make sure that you email me stating that you want to stay in the class. Please mention the fact that you are from Math 64, and then also sign up for the xyzhomework.com site. And if you need instructions, look at the other video.